One. We're now recording, Bianca.
We are, Joe.
And it's really good to be having this conversation with you. And thank you very much for taking the time. And we've navigated our way through international time differences, successfully, because here we are.
Yeah. And thank you for having me.
Well, but it's great. I mean, we've known each other off and on through social media for a while, but it's really lovely to have this opportunity to ask you about no, about joy. And first of all, what is joy to you? What does joy mean to you, Bianca?
Joy to me it's so natural. It seems like just such a natural thing that we're born to experience, similar to awe and wonder and love and gratitude. And of course, sadness and all the other emotions are natural as well. But it seems so innate. And
Amazing, amazing.
I love I love laughter and play, and I feel that joy is something that we are designed to experience, and we're designed to play, and we're designed to laugh. And unfortunately, joy has become for many people something that's long forgotten. And
Yeah,
same goes with play, same goes with laughter.
yeah.
Um, and it really is, to me, joy is ah, it's a sunrise. It's a child smiling.
Um,
Like I have a
yes,
6-year-old son. He brings joy to
yes,
my life every day. He brings
yes.
challenges to my life,
Of
but he
course.
brings joy to
And
my life as well.
yes, yes, yes. You don't have one without the other. No, with children.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
um,
Uh,
um,
for me, a joy is in connecting with someone, in laughing with someone. Joy is
yeah,
in bright colors for me.
yeah,
And it's interesting that joy is so universal and, like I say, so natural, but we all have different things that make us joyful. Although
yeah,
there may be some overlap,
yeah,
like being with loved ones.
yeah,
Um, there might be little things like for me, color. For someone else, they might find joy in a flower or in, cooking or
yeah,
something, gardening. And another person might say,
yeah,
gardening's the worst thing ever. I hate it. It's nowhere near
yeah,
joy for me.
yeah, yeah. I love the way you said that. No, the way you opened, you said no. It's joy for you is innate. It's natural. It's a natural state. Um, um, and and I think that's something that often gets forgotten. Um, uh, because I find so for me it's really interesting sort of hearing you say that because I often find that no, we need reminders. We need reminders. We sometimes all of us sort of need reminders. But from what your take on this, which is lovely, is that we are reminding ourselves about something that is natural and innate. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, you look at a baby, they're so joyful. And why?
yes,
Like, they don't have any context for being joyful. They just are.
yes, yes, yes. Well, exactly, exactly. So, following on and flowing on from that, um,
And following.
uh, and you kind of answered it. But how important is joy to you?
Joy is really important to me because like a lot of people, I've been through difficult times. Over the last 5 years especially, struggled with chronic stress and anxiety and insomnia.
Yeah,
And last year, after the death of a friend and other events with my grandparents who are still alive, but changes in their life, there was a lot of grief. There was a lot of questioning of what life's about. And there was a lot of apathy.
yeah,
There was not feeling anything about anything. And that
yeah,
was really difficult for me because I have typically been a very bubbly person, a very joyful
yeah,
person. I didn't
yeah,
feel super excited. I didn't feel super happy, but I also didn't feel super sad. I just felt nothing. And
yeah,
reconnecting to joy has been a really beautiful thing. And when I say I felt nothing, it's not 100% true, like as a blanket across the whole day. it was like I would have a moment of laughing with my son,
Yeah.
but the overall feeling of life was, eh, what is this about?
Joyless.
What's the point?
Yes, yes. Very interesting. When you said no, you felt nothing. There's that kind of absence. There was an absence of feeling.
Mm.
And of course, an absence of feeling means when we aren't feeling, we definitely won't be feeling joy because we
No.
won't be feeling anything. So how did how did your joy vibe, your natural innate joy vibe, how did it resurface? Were the things I question three? So, what kind of tips do you have? Because we all experience these moments where life is flat or challenging or stressful or what have you. So, how did you navigate your way back to this kind of natural bubbliness that is naturally you?
Well, one of the things I did that relates very specifically to joy was in late 2023. I I downloaded a thing from some people that I follow called Alexi Panos and Preston Smiles, and they had a little 12 days of Christmas type thing, and they were giving away basically little parts, little sneak peeks into their courses. It was very clever because for 12 days you're getting a little sneak peek, and then maybe you want to buy the course. And the first or second day, they had this joy challenge, and they said set 3 joy alarms throughout the day to go off, and you have to stop what you're doing and commit 60 seconds to getting as joyful as possible. So I just chose the happiest ringtone or alarm tone that I had, which one of my friends said it sounds really 80s. And when I listened into it, it did sound a bit like almost like a Seinfeld kind of vibe to it, like the music that's at the start of Seinfeld. But it was like, dun, 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 dun. And so I
Great.
would do it. I would stop what I was doing and I'd go, it's just 60 seconds. And so the beautiful thing about it being towards Christmas time was then we traveled and we saw family. And then the family, if we spend a couple of days with them, they go, oh, the joy alarm again. Okay, let's do it. And they would start dancing with me.
Very
I would
nice.
jump, I would clap. I would just be like, how joyful can I get? And even for
Very
someone like
nice.
me who's in the laughter world, I was and coaching, and I understand about mindset, I understand about psychology, I understand about energy,
Yep.
but I was astounded how quickly we can flip. If I'm at work and I'm in the middle of trying to solve a
Yep.
problem or dealing with
Yep.
an email or something, I'm in the serious mode that we get into, or the busy go, go,
Yep.
go. Well, it's time for joy, so I better get joyful. And so
Yes.
quickly, a minute
Yes.
could change it. And then that lasts because for the next 5 minutes, you feel the residue of that, those endorphins
Yes.
that you've released, and that smile that you
Yes.
had, or that
Yes.
funny dance that you and someone else did together. And
Yes.
I've got videos of me and my son. I've got videos of me and my mum and my son. I've got videos of
Fantastic.
me doing it by myself. And so that was a practice for a very long time, maybe till mid last year, where I started being like, I'm a bit over it. You do the same thing all the time, then you get kind of stagnant with it. So I press pause, and then recently I brought them back and started doing them again. I don't know why I've turned them off again, maybe a month or so ago. But my son was so excited. And even sometimes if an alarm goes off, he just goes like this, even if it's a completely different, like do 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 do, like relaxed tune, he'll be like, yeah, mum, let's
They are
dance.
such good teachers. Children are such good teachers in a way, aren't they? Um,
Yes. And
um,
I
um,
have, I don't know if you, I can't see myself very well here. I don't know. Oh, here's a blank screen.
yes, wow, a blank screen.
You can
Okay, yes,
see
yes, 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 yes. Yep.
Joy from Inside Out, and I have her inside my phone when I unlock it as well.
Yes.
And
Yes.
again,
Yes.
it's about that reminder that I pick up my phone and I go, oh, like, how can you not smile at
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yeah, so many
uh,
interesting things in what you've said. That first of all, that because of course you are then applying all the things that you know, well, all the things that we know about sort of the uh, mindset and attitude, and actually doing it, not just knowing the things, but doing them and doing them in our own life. Um, um, and what I heard was the power of reminders. How we sometimes need reminders. It sometimes can be good to build some reminders into our daily life, and act on them when they come up.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
important thing. And that's what I
Yes.
stopped doing when I took the pause, was I'd be like, oh, and put it down. And then I was like, okay, I need something else. And a friend suggested maybe a gratitude reminder or maybe something different.
Yes.
I didn't
Yes.
direct replace the habit at that point, but I left them in there. So they were just
Yeah.
turned off, but they were still in my alarms. So every time I go to set an alarm, I would see them and I'd be like, oh yeah, joy.
Yes.
How
Yes.
can
Yes.
I be joyful?
Because that's also a really good point. How we can no, really nice ways we can use our technology to help us reconnect with, and remember, the joy vibe, and all the uplifting things. But also, what I heard you saying, no, when you were first using it, you did a lot of dance and movement, and you just sort of kind of went for it. And of course, movement, um, uh, uh, which is exercise, which is of course really good. Um, and you did it with others. You did it with your family. You did it with your son. And I'm saying all these things as reminders for ourselves, and also for people who'll be watching and listening. It's really good. It's really good to have reminders. It's really good to do them. It's really good to act on them. It's really good to move. It's really good to connect with and involve other people. It just helps. It helps to amplify the vibe, doesn't it?
It does. And it's also really good, I think, to get out of your comfort zone. So, as an
Oh, very
example,
nice.
once I
Yes.
was at a barbecue, and this one was an interesting one. So, I was at a barbecue with some neighbors, and the alarm went off. And so I was like doing it, and I was like, Jules, it's joy time, like to my son. And we were doing it, and Chris was like, oh, it's her joy alarm. My partner, oh, yeah, like, it's her joy alarm. And some of them were like, oh, yeah, okay. And another one said, why do you need a joy alarm? Like, why can't you just be joyful? And I remember thinking it didn't really affect me. I was just like, whatever, I'm having a good time. I was chair dancing and doing what I'm like, it's only 60 seconds. Um, I did feel a little self-conscious because we're at a table and my
Yeah.
alarm's just blaring for a minute. But I was like, I've
Good
committed to
for
it, I'm
you.
doing it. Let's see who
Good.
joins in. I'm big on social experiments. I'm like, let's see who
Yes.
joins. Let's see what
Yes.
happens here.
Yes.
And the person who said that, I was like, they're not an unhappy person, but they're a very stressed, busy person. And I was like, I don't I don't think you'd have 3 entire minutes of joy in your life every day. I don't think
Mm,
so.
mm,
And I
mm.
didn't before I started the alarm necessarily like
Yes.
have it's similar to the intentional laughter, right? It's like you might go,
Yes.
ha,
Yes.
that's it. But if you
Yeah.
do a minute of laughter, that's a very
Yeah.
different experience and a different result biochemically as well. So I found that quite interesting. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, also just beautiful to see it spread. One of my friends did it with me when we were having a meeting one
Yeah.
day. She sent me a video later of her and her mum doing it. And her mum's like in her 80s and they were
Yeah.
like doing a little dance. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
Lovely. Lovely. Do you feel I've got also one more question, um,
Yeah.
if you have a moment. And do you feel that by having had this this like this program of reminders, do you feel it is kind of it is made it easier for you to access your joy vibe when life is a bit challenging?
Yes, I think so. I think generally a lot of us just get into our day and our to-do list and we just go and it's easy to get to the end of the day without having a good laugh or
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
super joyful or dancing or jumping. Um, and if we just have those reminders interrupt our normal day and say,
Yeah.
hey, it's time now.
Yep.
In I think in the Trolls movie, the kids movie, I don't know if you've seen it, but they have little watches that go off and it's hug time.
Oh, nice.
And it sort of
Nice.
reminded me of
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
It was
Yes.
like, well, it's time. That's what we do right now. The alarm's going off. So yeah, I
Fantastic.
think it really helped me to connect more deeply to my joy vibe and to really
Yes.
commit to my own joy. Be like, I don't care
Yes.
what I am. I don't care what I'm in the middle of. Of course, if I was with a client or something, I would
Yep.
dismiss it
Yep.
till later, or I would turn it off knowing that I was having a meeting at that time. But um,
Yep.
if I was doing anything else, if I was in the supermarket, if I was in the car, if I was with friends out in public, go for it. I'm committed to joy. And that was really big for me and really changed things.
Amazing. Amazing. Bianca, that's been fascinating and wonderful. And that such nice tips, such a lovely conversation. Thank you
It's
very,
been
very
good.
much
You
for
were like,
taking
if
the
you have
time for
time, I'm
this.
like, are we done?
It's great. Bianca, thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Joe.
Okay. Bye bye.